So today I want to talk about an insider story that I recently heard. Hey, what's up everybody? It's Matt Steinfeld, and today I want to share a story with you that I just heard last night. It was actually a conversation that I had with a close friend of mine. And to give you a little backstory to the story that I heard recently is I have a friend he's probably 10 years younger than me. I met him when he was a teenager, and I was kind of a mentor to him. We kind of ran around in the same organizations, and anyways, we became friends, and I kept in touch with him. And it was funny because I was living in England probably 5 or 6 years ago, 7 years ago. And I was sharing a flat with a friend, and he showed me this YouTube video that he thought was really funny. And the second that he played it, I recognized the voice and some of the people that I had known from Dallas. And this particular guy that I was talking to last night had created this video, and it went viral. And I don't know, it probably has 50 million views now of him jumping off cliffs with some girls or something into a lake. But anyways, it was so big that my friend in England showed it to me, and it just happened to be the same guy that I knew. Now, this guy who made that viral video, made tens of thousands of dollars off the revenue and the ads that came through that video and other subsequent videos that he's made. And this particular friend of mine that's younger than me, he took the money from his YouTube video that went viral, and he bought these really high-end cameras, Red cameras, if you've heard of that brand. But now he's a videographer, and he lives in Dallas and makes videos for musical artists. Most of them are rappers. Now I guess you could say he's a mid-level videographer. And, he started a couple years ago. I think he charges anywhere from, $1,500 to $7,000 a video, depending on what's in the video and the production that goes into it. But he's got a team. He's got people around him that help him edit and help him, with lighting. And so it's not just some, amateur thing. He's a professional. Now, I was talking to him, and the reason I bring this up, the backstory, is because I was talking to him last night about just, where he was, what he's up to, how's he doing. And, I like to keep in touch with people, especially those that are working in music or around music. And a lot of the content that I put out is based on a lot of these interactions. So I was talking to him last night, and he was talking about just the culture of the music industry. And he's not an artist. He's not in the music business, I guess you could say, but he has a business that is related to and often works with artists and musicians. And one thing he shared with me, and this is going to be a two-part series because I have another story that's very much related to this that I think go well together in terms of giving a picture of the music industry and the people that are involved in it. But what he was saying is that, he's always made videos. He's always documented his friends and things that they were doing. And one of them just happened to go viral on YouTube, which allowed him to do this full time. So he loves what he does. He loves making videos. He loves filming. He loves editing and all the aspects that go into it. Well, maybe he doesn't love editing, but he loves making movies. He loves making short films and videos. And what he told me was a little bit startling because, he lives in Dallas, but he also goes to Atlanta where some of his customers or clients are. He's gone to LA several times to work. He goes to different cities, I guess you could say different markets where hip hop is more centrally located, like New York, LA, Atlanta. And he was telling me that I was just asking him, what's it like? What's it like traveling to these different markets and working with different artists and, building your brand, building your business. And one thing that he said is that he felt that he constantly had to project this sense of superiority, that there was a constant competition between him and the next videographer. And that kind of, that makes sense. I've been in the business world before, and I understand that type of climate, especially in an office and between competing firms and organizations. But it just kind of made me feel like that's something that he learned. That's something that he experienced while he was doing this and over the last, several years. That's something that is now a part of his daily culture and his daily experience as a videographer. And that, to me, it was sad. Not for him, but just that the entire system is like this. And I know that this isn't new. I know that Wall Street or banking or advertising, marketing, any office, sales, any office that has people that are trying to make money based on their work is going to be competitive. But he said that, one of the things that people do, he said, is that they try to make the artist think that they are out of touch or above them. So he was saying, I don't post videos that I make with artists that aren't above a certain level on social media or on the streaming platforms. And that kind of sounded to me like it was superficial, but he was saying that it takes away from his brand, that he and other artists or other videographers that he's talked to, they won't work with certain people because it makes them look like they're amateurs. So like if a rapper or an artist is an amateur and they aren't maybe doing shows or they aren't taking it seriously, but they want to make a video, he might do the work, but he's not going to put that on his social. He's not going to put that on his YouTube. And I think there's a bit of that playing into his mindset that, look, he already has videos that have, 50 million views. And so he's not going to put out videos for, no-name local artists in Dallas. But one of the things that I wanted to emphasize in this conversation is that there is a permeated culture within the music business, within the film business, within business period, that I think a lot of us don't necessarily anticipate or understand. And I think a lot of us, especially people who are younger, who haven't had, corporate jobs or worked in an office setting, or maybe a financial or a commerce setting, it's easy to think in a way that's naive, that thinks that, oh, it's just about the art. It's just about the job. It's just about the process of doing what you love to do. And talking to more and more people that are more kind of in the music business than me, who are a part of it, who have steady jobs within it. A lot of these themes come up, and I think it's really, really important to anticipate this, that when you go into a situation, or maybe you're starting to get a buzz, or people are interested in your music for the music's sake, all of these other aspects are going to show up and be a part of your daily life and your culture. And it's really, really important that if you don't want this type of culture in your life, it's important to have people around you that are not participating in this kind of toxic dating atmosphere. Because really what that is, it is like toxic dating. It's like trying to persuade people for them to think that you're bigger than you are, or maybe to like you for some superficial reason, and then try to, play cat and mouse with them, make them think that you're out of touch or out of reach. And then, it just seems toxic to me. and more people that I've talked to, friends of mine that are in the more maybe tertiary or peripheral businesses that are associated with music or film, or especially in Los Angeles or Atlanta, New York, they're saying the same thing. And so I want to start this kind of mini series that may not necessarily be sequential. My next video will be another conversation that I had, but I wanted to just kind of look at different parts of these industries and just kind of share with you what I've learned. This isn't my personal experience. I'm not a videographer. I'm not a professional, music video maker. This isn't my firsthand knowledge. This is something that someone has told me that runs a successful business and does many projects and is doing well. So what the point of this video is just to share with you that there's a whole other culture and a whole nother world within the inside. And it's so hard not only just to get into it, but it's very easy once you get into it, you start acting different than when you were outside. And I know that the numbers and the statistics show that many people that are watching a video like this probably won't ever be in the inside, but myself included. And I just wanted to encourage you that that's not necessarily a bad thing. That it's easy to look on the outside, on the inside, and say, I need to be signed by a label. I need to be associated with this people. I need to make these people like me. I need to, and really what that is toxic dating. And I've noticed that in some of the friends that I know, that I keep up with, I've sensed that aspect of their business, that aspect of their world has tainted or has diminished what they had initially loved to do just purely out of doing it. So what is the takeaway? The takeaway is that the inside isn't as cute as it seems, and it's extremely competitive, and it's extremely it's sometimes toxic, and a lot of the times it's very toxic. So let me know what you think about this. Does that surprise you? Is that new information, or is that something that you've picked up through, various other artists saying that someone screwed them over in business, or someone backstabbed them, or someone gave them a bad contract? The stories are endless, but I just wanted to share an inside story, and I will continue to share inside stories with you about just conversations that I've had with close friends of mine about this industry. I hope that helped, and let me know what you think in the comments. Please subscribe if you'd like to. That'd help a lot. And as always, we'll see you again next time.